Guess what? It's that time again. Time to make some RV manufacturers and some RV dealerships pissed off at me. Welcome to HBRV Lifestyle. They call me the Honey Badger because I give it to you straight and transparent about the RV business. And today I'm going to give you my top 5 worst. That's right, my top 5 worst tow behind toy haulers for your model 2025. Now, if this is the first time you have seen one of my videos, I have over a decade of experience of selling RVs, fixing RVs. I've done just about every single job at an RV dealership except for being the owner of an RV dealership. Now, the list is fluid. The list is fluid, which means if they make changes and they fly me out to the factory and show me and let me film those changes, they come off the list. But number 5, Coachman Catalina Trailblazer. In the end, I think Coachman Catalina, their dual axle travel trailers, are really good quality travel trailers. But they really need to get out of the toy hauler business. Seriously, they need to think about discontinuing building any kind of toy hauler. Because let's be realistic, the cargo carrying capacity of these toy haulers is garbage. On top of that, they do not keep up with the current toys. Now, a lot of that is they're built in Indiana. And no offense to you Indiana boys out there. This is not offense to you. But you have no clue about the power sports industry because you're not living it every day. Now, unfortunately, Forest River, your parent company, closed down their California toy hauler plants, which is going to be a disadvantage to most Forest River products, because now you're not in the game anymore. You got these side-by-sides that are getting heavier and wider and longer, and the Trailblazer just doesn't cut it. But they're not the worst. Oh no, they're not the worst. The 4th worst is Grand Design Momentum. Now, Grand Design Momentum is a very pretty coach. But once again, when you go match up with the stuff that I'm going to put on my best list, and you look at cargo carrying capacity, you look at dimensions of the toy hauler and what it can fit, you look at the quality of the frame, you look at the quality of stuff that isn't cabinetry, isn't lighting, isn't anything that I call lipstick on the pig, Grand Design Momentum fails miserably in the tow behind department. I'm not talking about the fifth wheels, okay? Fifth wheels is a completely different subject. So realistically, another company that's built in Indiana. Very, very tough when you're in Indiana, but you're not out at these races. You're not out at Glamis. You're not out at Ocotillo Wells. You're not out at Pahrump, Nevada. You're not out at Colorado Springs. You're not doing your job by going and seeing how these guys build out these side-by-sides so that way they fit properly with the proper cargo carrying capacity. But once again, just like Coachman Catalina Trailblazer, Momentum ain't the worst. In fact, Momentum ain't even close to the worst. Okay? But number 3 on the list is anything built by KZ. You want to see how many service departments have told me about the frames cracking within the first year? I mean, I understand we put a lot of weight on these toy haulers. You know, it's a tough thing to talk about because they're trying to make the toy haulers light enough for half-ton trucks, but at the same time trying to carry a heavy, bloody toy. That's a hard thing to do. But when you're starting to see I-beam cracks on KZ product within 6 months, and they haven't changed anything in the last 3 years, it puts you on the worst list. Now, this is their tow behind toy haulers. not their fifth wheel toy haulers. We'll get into that in another list. Number 2 on the list is anything built by Winnebago. If Winnebago is building a toy hauler, run the other way. This is, again, another situation a lot like Grand Design, but they are far worse. Because, again, you're looking at the Can-Am X3. You're looking at the Razor Pro R. You're looking at the Razor 1000. You're looking at the new Honda Talon. These are big, heavy toys. You can't sit there and, oh, let's beautify it and make it pretty. Let's make a toy hauler what it is. A toy hauler is realistically a cargo trailer with a bathroom and a kitchen. So make it that way. I mean, I understand. Well, you know, we got to glamping it up a little bit. I understand that. But that doesn't mean you sacrifice cargo carrying capacity. It doesn't mean you sacrifice axle size. It doesn't mean you sacrifice interior space. It's just not cool. And number 1 on the list, which will probably, I don't know if it'll shock you or not, but is Attitude toy haulers. Anything built by Eclipse is just, it's the only one on the list that actually keeps up with the manufacturer of the power sports industry. But the quality control, the warranty payout, getting warranty work done is like pulling teeth. It is a horrible customer experience. Yes, it looks absolutely beautiful. And yes, they do a great job with design. But ever since their owner passed away, it has become a crap show. It's been absolutely terrible. And one thing that I will say is it's the only one on this list. So let me put it this way. The separation between how bad Eclipse Attitude is compared to Grand Design Momentum being on this list, it's like night and day. I would pick a Grand Design Momentum with frame flex and frame failure before I pick up an Eclipse product. Sorry. Until next time, remember, toolkit and sense of humor.